there is a lot of hype out there in terms of AI can
Helping
handle this
other
and AI can handle
founders
that and AI can handle that.
systematize our master prompt, for example, just for this buildandscale.com project that
You
we
need to
launched,
have
is
workflows in
35
place in order to be able to
to
automate.
give
Otherwise, you
you have to contextualize it and you have to give the AI guardrails.
you
You have
have
to
to
tell
be
it
involved.
what
You
is
can't
true,
just
what's
relegate
not.
it to the AI to just, okay, build me a process on how to do this.
This is Adi Klevit, my co-EO marketing member, and we met each other on AI Mastermind meetings, and I wanted to meet with you and talk to you about your business and your success. And you have a very, very successful pod, and I've been listening to you and now and even this morning, and it's a Biz Success CG. Is that your company?
Yeah, it's Business Success Consulting Group. Yes.
Faculty group. Okay. And you and I also met at Deal Exchange in Austin. And we kind of both do the same thing in helping companies with their scaling and building and exiting as well, like in preparing to exit. And I've listened to quite a few of your episodes. That's good. And I appreciate you having me on. And I'm building my library now of entrepreneurs, and I'm so glad to be an EO because I get access to so many good, cool people and great stories. So you want to introduce yourself, tell us about yourself, your business, and what you do, your background, your...
Absolutely. So what we do at Business Success Consulting Group is we create, document, optimize, and implement processes and procedures for companies.
I love it. Certain niche or all type of companies?
All types of companies. And yeah, that's what we do.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. And you have been doing this for quite a while?
I've been doing it for quite a while. My background is industrial engineering. That's how I got started with process improvement and process documentation. And I've been doing it now for a little bit over 30 years.
Okay. Awesome. And your favorite type of client and maybe a great success story, something that you could share with us that would be a good lesson learned for some of the other founders that would be listening to this?
Absolutely. So our clients are fast-growing companies that are lacking consistency, or companies that want to scale and they want to exit. So anywhere in that mix, be all of them. And usually it's companies that have about 10 plus employees all the way up to 3,000. I mean, it depends on the size of what a company does in terms of the number of employees. Revenue between 10 million and 200 million. That's our sweet spot. I know it's a wide range, but those companies in that mid-size, going towards scaling, increasing, growing, looking at exiting at some point. That's who we deal with, and we create their processes. It's a done it for you service.
That's awesome. Any favorite story or implementation or exit you want to tell us about? Like maybe some rise from the ashes kind of story that would be interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, something cool.
There are different success stories. Depends on what is success for the client. How do they find success? So we have a client that was able to sell their company for twice as much the price that they were asking for, which was amazing because they had everything documented. We have another client that reduces their onboarding time by 75%. We have another client that was able to now go and participate in all of his daughter's sports games, and that was for him a big thing because he didn't have to work the 80 hours a week, or he was able to take a vacation and not think about work or not having to be on the phone all the time. So from little wins to big wins in terms of systematizing a company and being able to scale, opening new locations, multiple locations, franchising a business. Several of our clients actually franchise their businesses. They were able to do that because everything was documented. So many successes in different ways.
Okay, very cool. I like that. So you go in to help a company that's already successful. You're trying to help them with founder freedom and get prepared to exit. If that means exit the founder, just get their life back, or exit by sell, like you will help with both or either, right?
That's right.
Anything you want to share about your implementation process or your iterative consultative process of anything?
Absolutely. So one of the big things that we do is we make sure that those processes are being followed, they are being implemented. Because it's one thing to document processes, but it's a whole different thing about making sure that they're being implemented, they're being followed, and everyone in the company are following the processes. So we have a whole rollout that we do. So first of all, we extract the data, we do the knowledge transfer, we document, and then we go into rolling it out to the entire company and making sure that it's actually being implemented and being used.
Okay, that was my next question. How many companies, when you go into, are you shocked that they don't have hardly any documentation or SOPs? How often does that happen?
That happens very often, especially the people that contact us, but even if they don't, they get referred to us and ask them, well, do you have processes? And oh yeah, we do. It happened to me yesterday. I was talking to an owner and I go, okay, so do you have the processes? Oh yeah, we have everything, we do. And then I was talking to the operations manager and I asked her, where are the processes? Well, there are some YouTube videos, not even them, just like by third, like how we can actually implement our process. And we do have it, but it's in my mind and I can train somebody. So I go like, yeah, of course. That's why I always ask the question, and I don't take it when somebody says, yes, we have the processes. I don't just take it like that. I actually make sure that it's actually exists.
Well, I've had some of my consulting clients that are like, no, we have we have separate emails for each process, and sometimes I'll put it into a working Google Doc, which is better than nothing. But at least they have something to reference, some sort of playbook.
Right.
Cool. Okay. So, but no matter what stage they are, the companies we help are just so successful based on the grit and push of the founders, that they're so good at like getting the thing going in their sales or production or your team leadership ability, but they're not all good at organization, management, infrastructure, and data flow and SOPs. And that's where like you come in and we do too, and help get that from a non-documented, non-workflow SOP organization to a more of a founder freedom type of well-documented systems, SOPs, and processes, right?
You got it. That's exactly right. Yes.
Yeah, so, because they're building, and when they're building, it's hard to get in the trenches and be like, all right, now I'm going to help build out the minutia and the data and the links and the integrations. Like most founders aren't built like that, and that's why they need people like us, right?
That's exactly right. Yes,
Good.
That's correct.
That's awesome. So yeah, and I met you on the call yesterday. That was a really great mastermind, by the way. We're surrounded by some really smart people. Like I went into that call going, do I have time for this? Because I got a lot of stuff going on. I was like, let me jump in. I do have 1 hour window. Let me jump on. Well, what do they say? If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Like that was one of those meetings I went into where I was like, listen, oh, these guys are brainiacs. I was taking notes. I was like learning stuff about how people are implementing SOPs and AI into businesses, and how they're not implementing in certain cases, like where they shy away from it and for good reasons. And you'd asked me earlier what I do, and like I sold my e-learning company last year. So what I've been doing for the last year is helping other founders systematize and prepare to exit, either by founder freedom exit or get ready to go to market and get their multiple up. And then what I've been doing for the last few months is doing this, what they call building your second brain, building your AI operating system, your company DNA within AI. And we use Claude for this. Claude has the ability to have artifacts and silos and projects, so you can actually silo out your different companies, because most entrepreneurs have two different companies going on, is what I found. So we use Claude to build the master prompt. This is everything in the founder's head, everything in the business and what happens, every customer interaction, sales calls even. And our master prompt, for example, just for this buildandscale.com project that we've launched, is 35 pages, and it knows everything about me, my business, my resources, my marketing team, my partner's business resources, marketing team, his strengths, weaknesses. He's a visionary, I'm an integrator. Like, it knows everything about us. It's 35 pages. So once you have that with a business, you really are able to build off of that and create so many other automations and get data. And that's where we are. Do you have some experience to share on that?
Absolutely. I mean, you need to have workflows in place in order to be able to automate. Otherwise, you can't really automate. And you got to have it there. You have to make sure that you know what the process is. So then you can identify, first of all, the low-hanging fruit. So you know that you can automate that. And then see from there where to take it in terms of automation. And I think we learned also you're right, yesterday the mastermind that we attended was great. And one of the things that my key takeaways were that there is a lot of hype out there in terms of AI can handle this and AI can handle that and AI can handle that. And you can either swing the pendulum one way and say, I'm not going to use it, it's not ready, I'm going to do it myself. Or you swing it the other way and just, oh yeah, AI is going to resolve all of my problems. But the truth is, it's a tool. It's a great tool, and it's a tool that's going to be here to stay. But you have to make sure that you are using the right judgment and that you know what your process is, you know what the output should be, you know what the input is, what are the decision points, and then use AI to solve the problem and make it faster. But you got to still have your processes in place, just like you were describing. That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, and that's one thing. It's a great point. And one thing about the AI operating system or the master prompt is you have to contextualize it, and you have to give the AI guardrails. You have to tell it what is true, what's not true. You have to tell it to be skeptical. Don't just give me data. You have to put it on guardrails, and that's part of what we're teaching in our AI OS build out. Is you've got to give it the context, you have to give it guardrails, and you have to give it real factual data and tell it not to give you false data. You can't just go into ChatGPT and say, tell me about my customers or my competitors and pricing, because it will come back very confidently and tell you something wrong. So
that's right. So you have to evaluate. That's absolutely correct. And the same thing, when people ask me, well, my AI can build processes. Well, it's not. You have to be involved. You can't just relegate it to the AI to just, okay, build me a process on how to do this. I mean, there can be a process that will be created, but is it really right for you? And that is the point where you have to be in the driver's seat and know what are your processes, what are you trying to achieve, what worked, what didn't work, and then obviously prompt it correctly in order to get the information that you need in order to augment it and make it a process that works for you.
Yeah, it's a good point. But what they say, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. So the AI is only as good as the data you give it, and you have to feed it. And and we tell people, it takes 17 to 30 hours. I mean, the last call I had, it took 30 hours is what my partner said on our last project to build out the AI operating system, the AI master prompt. So that starts the process on our side, just getting the AI smart and learn who you are and what you do. And
and you have to be on top of it, because things change so fast that you absolutely need to know and need to be on top of it. And yeah, absolutely.
What do you see as far as coming, what you're doing now? You travel anywhere around the world to help companies with the scale exit process?
Well, we do have companies that we help in Australia and in the UK, but the majority of our business is in the US. I mean, all around the US.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Adi, how do people get in touch with you? What do they need to know about your availability and how to get in touch with you?
Sure. So the best way is I'm very active on LinkedIn. So it's Adi Klevit, ADIKLEVIT. Look me up on LinkedIn. I'm pretty sure I'm the only Adi Klevit on LinkedIn.
You are.
You can also text or call us at 503-662-2911. You can visit our website at BizSuccessCG, so B-I-Z, success spelled out, CG for consulting group, bizsuccesscg.com. We have a lot of information there, free materials, resources on documenting, optimizing, and implementing processes in a business.
That's awesome. And you will travel all around the world to help companies scale and exit to $200 million. And you have a very popular pod. What's the name of it?
It's Systematize.
And you have 360 episodes in there.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a while. Absolutely.
Awesome. Yes. Good for you. Well, I look forward to being on yours. Thank you for being on mine. And I'm glad to be a fellow EO member and chase you around the world and see you at Deal Exchange and all these other different events. It's been fun.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you sharing with us.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Okay, Adi, thank you.